I'm Mike Cooper. We live at Hazel, Kentucky. We've been here our entire life. We row crop about 1,000 acres and usually have 300 or 400 acres of wheat, corn, soybeans. I worked in Murray for about 25 years, and in 2007 I started doing this full time. My family started dealing with PCA in the 60s. I got my first loan with PCA in 1980, and we had a chance to buy a farm or two, and they really stood behind us, become a great partner to us. They were just friendly, great people to deal with, more of a over-the-phone call them, come in, encouraged me a lot of times. They've always just been kind, and I know the banking world has changed, where it's a lot more paperwork, and it still is, but not nearly as much with River Valley. They're more like a family and friends to me as far as keeping our business going. Not only do we have a credit line and some farms financed. I used to get tickled. Somebody said, "Oh, y'all bought a farm?" I said, "No, we got a partner and a farm." But we put up a grain bin this year, and they have an excellent lease program. And we went that route instead of borrowing the money. It just made better sense to us as far as how we could write off and take total lease payment off every year. So that was a great option for us. The patronage refunds are excellent. I just feel like that is the place to be instead of a bank where you're just writing checks out of all the time. You go in and you actually talk to these people. They're great friends when you go in. I have 3 children. Kayla's the oldest. She still helps on the farm as well. Logan, he moved to Nashville for about 6 years. He came back. He's a big part of the farming operation now. The youngest one, Alex, that's all he's ever dreamed of is farming. He's the same way as River Valley as I am, but so are the other 2. They've become good friends and partners with River Valley over the years, and I'm encouraging them to try to grow. It's tough to try to grow out here. We have great landlords, great neighbors, friends in this area that gave us opportunities to farm, and River Valley is one of those.
You know, if you pick up more ground, you're going to need larger operating loans, and if a farm comes available to purchase, you know, you're going to need the capital to do so, and equipment as well. So we're going to be very dependent on River Valley because capital is needed sometimes at a minute's notice, and they've always, so far, been a big help.
We would like to see it grow, but like Dad always said, you don't want to grow too big to get, you know, where it's not fun anymore. You want to be able to work and do this and be out in the fields and make a living and a profit and have fun, but that you can take too big of a steps. But we want to maintain growing at a steady pace, but not get too big for our britches.
And do what we can take care of.
Yes.
Even though Dirk and myself work outside of this farm and the boys primarily work here on the farm, we recently purchased a farm together with the boys and my dad through River Valley, and so that kind of helps connect us to the farm. And so we hope to do that again in the future and bring us back home.
Last year, on Father's Day, we were cutting wheat. We didn't like much. So all of them were in the field together. And that was the best Father's Day gift I could ever have. And River Valley made that happen.